As we gracefully cross the milestone of 50, the mirror doesn't lie, but neither does it tell the full story. Sometimes, a shadow under the chin or a tired-looking jawline has less to do with age and more to do with the neckline you chose this morning. Have you ever slipped on a blouse, looked in the mirror, and felt like something was off, but you couldn't quite put your finger on it? It might not be your makeup. It's not the lighting. And no, you don't need another anti-aging cream. It's the collar. Yes, your neckline might be sabotaging your entire look. The wrong one can drag your features down, accentuate the parts you'd rather soften, and age your face without mercy. But the right neckline? Oh, it can perform a mini miracle. It can draw the eye upward, lift the face visually, highlight your jawline, soften your cheeks, and illuminate your skin tone. No filter required. This is not about following fleeting trends. It's about discovering small, intentional collar details that flatter your face, enhance your radiance, and give your outfit an effortless lift. In this video, we'll reveal 5 neckline secrets that go beyond fashion. They're styling tools that can literally brighten your entire presence. Whether you're heading out for coffee or dressing for a celebration, these tiny touches around the neck might be the easiest glow-up you've ever had. Ready to see how a few inches of fabric can take 10 years off your look? Let's begin. Collar detail 1. The soft V-neck, gentle angles that frame the face. There's something quietly magical about a soft V-neck. It doesn't scream for attention. It doesn't demand bold jewelry or dramatic flair. Instead, it whispers elegance. After 50, the softness in our features deepens. The jawline may relax. The skin around the neck might not be as taut. And with these changes comes an opportunity to choose shapes that flatter rather than fight. That's where the soft V-neck shines. Unlike the sharp, plunging V-necks of fast fashion or overly dramatic cuts, the soft V forms a gentle dip, never too low, never too harsh. It elongates the neck ever so slightly, without exposing too much. It creates the illusion of verticality, which naturally lifts the eye upward. And that upward gaze, it brings your face into focus. Picture a woman over 50 wearing a high crew neck tee. If her jawline has softened, that tight horizontal neckline might press attention downward, emphasizing sag or volume beneath the chin. Now imagine her in a soft V-neck, perhaps in a fluid fabric like jersey or silk. The neckline opens up the chest slightly, draws light toward the face, and adds a touch of feminine grace. It's subtle, but transformative. The magic isn't just in the shape, it's also in how it plays with movement and light. The soft slope of the V guides shadows away from the face. It creates depth without harsh contrast. Especially when paired with a flattering collarbone-length necklace or simple earrings, the effect is effortless and refined. Many women over 50 shy away from V-necks because they fear exposure. But here's the truth. A well-placed soft V is not about revealing, it's about revealing light, letting more radiance shine through your features. If you're wearing a structured blazer or cardigan, the soft V becomes the perfect layer beneath, creating a balanced frame that flatters from every angle. Colors matter too. A pale pink or ivory soft V on mature skin reflects warmth, especially if your undertone is cool or neutral. Meanwhile, deeper colors like plum, forest green, or navy in a V-neck add richness and depth to your upper body, steering attention toward your eyes and away from areas you may feel less confident about. What's important is proportion. The dip of the V should echo the shape of your chin or jaw. If your face is rounder, a deeper but soft V adds length. If your face is long, go for a more shallow curve. And always, always check how it pairs with your bra. No visible straps, no sagging fabric, just clean, confident lines. The soft V-neck isn't just a neckline, it's a frame, one that honors the softness of your age while lifting your presence with poise. Once you try one and catch yourself smiling in the mirror, you'll know exactly why this little detail belongs in every mature woman's wardrobe. Collar detail 2. The V-neck collar, a natural frame for the face. There's something timeless, almost magical about the V-neck collar. For women over 50, it can be one of the most flattering neckline details, not just for how it shapes the garment, but for the way it shapes the way others see you. The V-neck draws the eye upward, creating an optical pathway that elongates the neck, slims the upper torso, and naturally lifts the visual focus to the face, exactly where it should be. As we mature, our facial features subtly soften. The jawline may lose some of its youthful sharpness, and the neck, often a telltale sign of aging, might start to show fine lines or looser skin. The beauty of a well-cut V-neck is that it doesn't try to hide these features, but rather complements them. It creates negative space in just the right place, opening up the chest without revealing too much, and adding verticality to the silhouette. This is especially beneficial for women with fuller busts or shorter necks, as the V-neck creates a visual balance, making everything appear longer, lighter, and more lifted. Take, for instance, a simple white blouse with a structured V-neck collar. It may seem like a minor detail, but worn right, this neckline transforms the outfit entirely, paired with soft waves or a classic bob haircut, and perhaps a light pendant necklace that follows the neckline's dip. The entire look becomes youthful, intentional, and elegant, without the need for bold patterns or loud accessories. It's subtle sophistication at its best. The V-neck also invites play with layering. A V-neck sweater worn over a crisp collared shirt allows the points of the collar to peek out, adding dimension and a touch of preppy charm. Alternatively, a V-neck dress layered with a long-line cardigan draws the eye vertically from head to toe, slimming the profile while offering comfort. For older women who feel overwhelmed by high necklines or constricting shapes around the neck, the V-neck is a liberating alternative. It opens up both the outfit and the energy you project. But here's a word of caution: the depth and angle of the V matter. A shallow V is better for those with smaller frames or modest busts, while a deeper V can be very flattering for fuller figures if balanced properly. The fabric should also have enough structure to hold the V shape without sagging. Jersey or fine knit can often droop, unintentionally aging the look, whereas cotton blends or crepe materials maintain their architectural line and enhance the lift. Now let's talk about color. A navy V-neck blouse can be a wardrobe hero for mature women. It's rich, classic, and works wonders on graying hair. Paired with silver jewelry, it creates a dignified, radiant appearance that whispers rather than shouts. Similarly, a rose-toned V-neck top can add warmth to the complexion and is particularly flattering on warm skin tones, bringing back that healthy glow. Accessories play a supporting role in elevating the V-neck. A necklace that mimics the V-shape enhances the vertical illusion. Think Y necklaces, lariats, or long pendants. Scarves, too, can be draped inside the V to soften the look or introduce contrast. But remember, the goal is not to crowd the neckline. It's to let the collar's structure lead and everything else follow with intention. Ultimately, what makes the V-neck so beloved among stylish women over 50 is its quiet confidence. It doesn't demand attention with frills or volume. It simply works. With the body, the face, the posture, it's a collar detail that understands and celebrates the lines of experience, not just the lines of the garment. In the mirror, a woman over 50 in a well-fitted V-neck top often sees herself again, clearer, brighter, more empowered. It's more than a neckline. It's a frame for the story you still want to tell. Collar detail 3. The Mandarin collar. Subtle sophistication with a lifted look. There's a quiet charm in the Mandarin collar, a gentle stand-up collar that doesn't try too hard, yet speaks volumes. For women over 50 who seek elegance without excess, structure without stiffness, and a touch of Eastern grace in Western silhouettes, this collar detail is a secret styling weapon that's long been overlooked. What makes the Mandarin collar so powerful is its vertical orientation. Unlike traditional shirt collars that spread outward, often adding width to the neckline and shoulders, the Mandarin collar rises. It creates a clean, elongated line from the base of the neck upward, subtly lifting the gaze and creating the illusion of better posture and poise. For women whose necklines may have lost some definition with age, this detail brings clarity. It doesn't hide or overexpose. It frames. Now imagine a woman over 50 walking into a room in a flowy blouse with a Mandarin collar. The top hugs gently at the neck, just enough to suggest intentionality, while the body of the blouse skims her frame. Her jawline appears sharper, her chin lifted slightly higher. She looks alert, collected, and in command, not because of makeup or jewelry, but because the collar led the eye exactly where it needed to go. In professional settings, the Mandarin collar adds polish without appearing corporate. It's less rigid than a full button-down collar, but far more refined than a plain scoop neck or turtleneck. It whispers confidence. In casual wear, a linen tunic with a short Mandarin collar brings breezy sophistication without sacrificing comfort. And in formal occasions, Mandarin collars on dresses or tailored jackets provide an architectural element that sculpts the silhouette without bulk or flair. There's also a cultural elegance embedded in this style. Rooted in traditional Chinese garments, like the cheongsam or qipao, the Mandarin collar carries history. When adapted into modern Western fashion, it blends heritage with minimalism, making it perfect for the woman who has stories to tell, who embraces the richness of life without needing to shout. But let's talk about the face, because that's what this collar truly celebrates. By narrowing the neckline and guiding the viewer's gaze vertically, it naturally lifts attention to the eyes and cheekbones. For mature women who want to subtly counteract gravities without surgery or contouring, this is the kind of fashion trick that feels like magic. It's not about hiding age, it's about honoring presence. Fabric choice matters here too. In stiffer materials, the collar becomes a statement. It stands tall, even architectural. In softer, flowy fabrics, it's romantic and gentle. Either way, the result is the same. Lifted, elegant, and radiant. Women over 50 often express frustration with clothing that either infantilizes them with frills or buries them in shapelessness. The Mandarin collar offers a third way, structured without being severe, graceful without being girlish. It respects the adult woman, and in return, it gives her visibility. If you've never tried a Mandarin collar, start small. A light cotton blouse in a soft pastel. See how your neck looks longer, how your shoulders pull back naturally. Try a monochrome look with a Mandarin collar top tucked into wide-leg pants or a straight skirt. Instant elegance with minimal effort. Add earrings that dangle gently just above the collar's edge, and you'll find yourself standing differently, feeling subtly more powerful. The collar may be small, but its impact is profound. Collar detail 4. The boat neck, gentle curves that brighten the face. Sometimes the smallest shift in a neckline can open a world of difference in how a woman feels and how the world sees her. The boat neck, or bateau neckline, may seem subtle at first glance, but for women over 50, it's a soft-spoken miracle that brings grace, light, and lift in the most unexpected ways. At its core, the boat neck stretches horizontally from shoulder to shoulder, often revealing just a hint of collarbone. It doesn't plunge, it doesn't cling, it skims, and in that gentle curve lies its magic. Because while so many necklines work against the natural lines of an aging face, the boat neck works in harmony with them. Women in their 50s and beyond often talk about losing definition around the jaw or feeling like their upper chest looks heavier or less firm. The boat neck responds to those concerns with a quiet solution. By drawing the eye outward rather than downward, it elongates the neck and gives the illusion of lifted features. It's a neckline that doesn't scream, "Look at me," but it does whisper, "Look up here." What's more, the horizontal line of a boat neck helps visually balance proportions. If you're someone with a pear-shaped figure or wider hips, this neckline gently broadens the shoulder line just enough to create symmetry. It doesn't exaggerate, it corrects. It's as if someone took a pencil and softly sketched balance back into your frame. Now, let's talk light. The boat neck opens just enough space near the face to let natural light bounce upward. Think about standing near a window in a soft pastel boat neck top. Your skin catches the glow. Your eyes appear more awake. It's a built-in brightness booster that doesn't require makeup. And because the boat neck sits flat and clean, it pairs beautifully with short necklaces, drop earrings, or even nothing at all. The boat neck also holds a certain timelessness. Think of Audrey Hepburn in Sabrina, or Jackie Kennedy in her structured gowns. This isn't a trend, it's a silhouette that transcends decades, always returning with quiet confidence. That makes it perfect for women over 50 who aren't trying to chase trends, but instead define their own elegance. And it's versatile. A cotton boat neck tee with rolled sleeves, casual chic, a fitted knit sweater with a boat neckline and three-quarter sleeves, effortlessly Parisian, a silky boat neck dress with a cinched waist, understated evening glamour. Whether you're attending brunch or a black tie event, the boat neck adapts, always whispering grace, never begging for attention. For those concerned with aging skin on the chest or décolleté, the boat neck is a gentler alternative to the plunging V's. It shows skin, just not too much. It flatters without revealing. And paired with the right fabrics, jersey, silk blends, soft wool, it feels like wearing quiet confidence. Here's a styling tip. Choose solid colors or delicate prints that don't distract from the neckline. Let the shape speak for itself. Boat necks work best when they're the star. And when trying one on, look in the mirror and pay attention not just to how your body looks, but how your face lights up. That's the secret you're chasing. And if you're layering, a light cardigan draped over the shoulders with a boat neck peeking out feels refined. It frames the upper body with softness and structure. For colder months, a boat neck sweater under a trench coat is pure sophistication. It's the kind of look that says, I've been through things, and I still choose beauty. Because the truth is, the boat neck isn't about hiding. It's about lifting. It lifts the eye. It lifts the spirit. And for women who've weathered decades of shifting beauty standards, it reminds them that elegance was never about following rules. It was about finding the cuts that speak to who they've become. So the next time you're choosing a top and reaching automatically for a safe round neck or a forgettable scoop, pause. Try the boat neck instead. Stand a little taller. Tilt your chin ever so slightly. Watch how it changes everything. The neckline may be simple, but what it does for your face, your posture, and your presence, that's pure transformation. Collar detail 5. The V-notch collar, a gentle dip that lifts your look. There's something quietly powerful about the V-notch collar. A delicate dip at the center of the neckline that draws the eye upward, elongates the neck, and subtly frames the face. It doesn't scream for attention, but it always gets noticed. For women over 50, the V-notch collar offers a modern, graceful way to enhance one's look without relying on bold embellishments or trends that fade with seasons. Unlike deep V-necks, which can sometimes feel too revealing or harsh, the V-notch offers just enough openness to add lightness and lift to your upper body. It's especially flattering for those who feel that high collars or traditional button-ups are too rigid or boxy. The notch softens the lines without losing structure, an ideal compromise between elegance and ease. Let's talk about structure. As we age, our skin tone and muscle definition around the neck and collarbone can change. While turtlenecks or crew necks often cover this area, they can also create a heavy or overly compact silhouette, especially if paired with thick fabrics or layered accessories. On the other hand, the V-notch collar opens up the neckline just enough to offer space and movement, giving your entire outfit a more fluid and lifted appearance. A V-notch also works wonders when it comes to layering. Whether it's under a blazer, over a tank top, or paired with a soft cardigan, this collar shape creates a visual anchor that's clean and versatile. For those who love jewelry, a short pendant necklace, or even a fine chain that gently follows the collar's opening adds a thoughtful touch without crowding the neckline. And let's not ignore the emotional side of fashion. When you wear a V-notch collar, there's an almost unconscious tendency to straighten your posture. Your chin lifts slightly, your shoulders roll back. It creates presence. It invites the world in. For many women over 50, this simple design can feel like an invitation to own the room with quiet assurance. The best part? V-notch collars adapt to multiple styles. In linen tunics, they read casual and breezy. In cotton blouses, they look sharp yet relaxed. In silk tops, they become refined and evening ready. With just a change in fabric or sleeve, The V-notch can go from weekend brunch to evening cocktail effortlessly. But as with every detail, execution matters. A poorly cut V-notch that dives too deep or widens too far can undo the elegance. For the most flattering effect, look for tops where the notch begins about 1 to 2 inches below the collarbone and tapers with soft lines. Avoid overly wide notches that flatten the bust line or overly deep cuts that compete with your jewelry or show too much cleavage. Color also plays a role. Try pairing a V-notch collar with solid shades that complement your undertone: soft teal, dusty rose, ivory, or even muted burgundy. These colors draw attention to your neckline without overwhelming it. If you love patterns, choose subtle vertical prints or delicate florals that move with the line of the collar instead of cutting across it. And when you find that perfect V-notch blouse, you'll notice how often you reach for it. It becomes your in-between piece, the one you wear when you want to feel polished but not dressed up, comfortable but not casual, elegant but not overdone. In essence, the V-notch collar is a quiet revolution. It's a symbol of how style evolves, not into louder statements or wilder cuts, but into subtler, more refined choices that carry the weight of self-awareness and personal grace. For women over 50, it's a reminder that elegance isn't always about adding more. Sometimes it's about knowing just how much to reveal. As we reach our 50s and beyond, the world tells us to blend in, to tone it down, to fade politely into beige. But the truth, you've never been more yourself. You've earned every line of laughter, every ounce of wisdom, every ounce of grace. And the collar, that small, often overlooked part of your outfit, becomes more than just fabric. It becomes a statement. Think about it. A collar frames your face, the part of you that meets the world, that holds your stories, your resilience, your radiance. Choosing the right collar isn't vanity, it's self-respect. It's an understanding that you still deserve to walk into a room and be seen, not just noticed, but recognized, for your elegance, your confidence, your vitality. Whether it's the romantic softness of a Peter Pan collar, the clean sharpness of a Mandarin stand, the lift of a subtle ruffle, or the freedom of an open V, each shape you choose is a reflection of the woman you've become. Not hiding age, but highlighting essence. And so don't settle for bland necklines or one-size-fits-all styles. Your collar should elevate you, literally and metaphorically. It should lift your features, bring light to your eyes, and frame your smile with pride. Remember, after 50, fashion is not about chasing trends. It's about claiming presence. And sometimes, all it takes is the right collar,